Good morning. Today's topic is continuity equation. Right. In yesterday's class, we have seen the topics on drift and diffusion currents and also introduction to continuity equation. Right. So let us recap the concepts which we have discussed in our last class. Okay. So drift current. Right. We have already seen in last class that drift current means the current which is induced when the charge carriers move under the influence of electric field. Okay, so let us suppose a semiconductor or a metallic bar, right? And and here here I'm applying some voltage. I'm applying some voltage. Okay, is the voltage I'm applying. So this is the voltage I'm applying here for semiconductor or a metallic bar. Okay, and and since this material have number of electrons, this material have number of electrons inside this. Okay, so let us suppose there are all our electrons here. These all are electrons here, right? And now is all our electrons here. Okay, these are our electrons here. So electrons are there in the inside the material, and now when I apply electric field, what will happen? These electrons will move with a velocity called drift velocity, and V equal to mobility into electric field applied. Mobility into electric field applied. Already we have seen in this in our last class, right? So when I apply some voltage, when I apply some voltage, okay, then what will happen? The electric field will be induced across this semiconductor or metallic surface. So due to this electric field, the electrons will move. The electrons will move with a velocity called drift velocity, and is equal to mu into E, where V is the velocity of charge carriers and mu is the mobility of charge carriers and E is the electric field. Okay, and now and now and now, if it is a semiconductor material, if it is a semiconductor material, right? So E is the electric field here. And if the material is a semiconductor, means a semiconductor has both charge carriers, electrons and holes. Okay, both electrons and holes are present. Electrons and holes are present inside the semiconductor. So what will happen? What will happen? The electrons will be attracted towards positive terminal of the supply, voltage supply, and so the electron move towards positive supply like this, and the holes will be attracted towards negative terminal of the voltage source. So the holes will move like this. So the movement of charge carriers constitute electric current, and here the charge carriers are moving under the influence of external field. Under the influence of external field. So if so, the total current here, total current I, is a summation of current due to electrons plus current due to holes, current due to electrons and current due to holes. So that both the charge carriers, electrons and holes, will take part in the process of conduction here. So total current is equal to current due to electrons and current due to holes. So here the current is, so here I am getting this output current when I apply some electrical energy, external energy. So if I get current when the external field is applied, then the current obtained is called drift current. Then the current obtained is called drift current. So what do you mean by drift current? This is the current obtained due to movement of charge carriers under the influence of external field. Under the influence of external field, external electrical field. So this is called drift current. So this is called drift current. So the we have seen equations for current due to electrons, and current due to holes also, right? So let us move on to that one. So here, current density, I'm writing here, current density J, I'm writing here. Current density J equal to current per unit area. Current density J equal to current per unit area. Okay. Current density J equal to current per unit area. So here, total current is summation of current due to electrons and current due to holes. Okay. So total current density equal to current density due to electrons, current density due to electrons, and also current density due to holes. Current density due to holes. Okay. So here current density Jn means current density due to electrons equal to Q into mu n into n into E. Okay, Q into mu n into n into E. This is called current density due to electrons, where Q is charge of electron, mu n is the mobility of electron, n is the concentration of electrons, and E electric field. Electric field. Okay. Likewise, Jp current density due to holes is equal to Q charge here and mu p here. Mu p means current density due to holes, and p here is concentration of holes, and E electric field applied. Electric field applied. So if I add both of this, okay, if I add both, so Q into mu n into n into E plus Q into mu p into p into E. If I add this, I will get total current density J. I will get total current density J. This is called drift current. This is called drift current. Okay. So current density depends on mobility of charge carriers, electric field, concentration of charge carriers, and charge. Charge. Of course, I have to multiply this with charge now. So to get total current. Okay. So this is called current density, drift current density. Okay. Here Q into mu n plus P into mu P. Q into mu n plus P into mu P. Okay. This is called conductivity by semiconductor. So J equal to, sorry, conductivity sigma equal to, or simply okay, J equal to, I can write sigma into E, sigma into E, right, where sigma is Q into mu n into n plus mu p into p. Okay, so this is called sigma here, conductivity, right? Inverse of conductivity gives me resistivity rho. Resistivity rho equal to, resistivity rho equal to, 1 by sigma. 1 by sigma. I will get like this. Okay. Right? 1 by sigma. So this is about current density, drift current density. Right? Likewise, let us move on to diffusion current density. Diffusion current. So what do you mean by diffusion current? Means here the charge carriers move depending upon the concentration gradient. Depending upon the concentration gradient. Okay. Let us take a semiconductor or a material, some material, right, in which let us suppose I have here lot of charge carriers at one side. Okay, lot of charge carriers at one side. Okay, these all are electrons here. I have a lot of charge carriers here which are electrons. Okay, so here the density of electrons is high at one side of a semiconductor material, let us suppose, right? And on the other side of the semiconductor material, the density of charge carriers is very, very less, let us suppose. Okay, so this is the density of charge carriers here on the another half of a semiconductor material, let us suppose. So then what will happen means these the charge carriers move from high concentration area, the charge carriers move from high concentration area to low concentration area, high concentration area to low concentration area without any applied external energy. Okay, external energy apply చేయవలసిన అవసరం లేకుండానే చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ హై కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఏరియా నుంచి లో కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఏరియాకి మూవ్ అవుతే దెన్ ఇలా మూవ్ అవటం వల్ల కరెంట్ వస్తే ఆ కరెంట్ మనం ఏమంటున్నాము అంటే ఐ కాల్ ఇట్ డిఫ్యూజన్ కరెంట్. సో ద కరెంట్ అప్టైన్ డ్యూ టు diffusion of charge carriers from high concentration area to low concentration area without any external energy applied, then it is called diffusion current. That is called diffusion current. So let us move on to current density now. Okay, so Jp diffusion equal to minus Q dP del P. Del P means dou P by dou T. Okay, right? Or dou P by dou X here, sorry, dou P by dou X here, right? So where X is the length of the semiconductor material, length of the semiconductor material. Okay, dou P by dou X. Okay, so here I'll get Jp diffusion. Okay, Jp diffusion equal to minus Q dP minus Q dP. Del P means dou P by dou X. Dou P by dou X, where Q charge, dP diffusion constant of holes, and dou P by dou X rate of change of holes with respect to distance x, with respect to distance x, where distance x is the length of the semiconductor material also, right? Likewise, Jn diffusion is equal to Q into dn, sorry, I'm lack of space here, I'll write here, right? So Jn diffusion equal to Q dn, and del n means dou n by dou x, okay. So Q charge of electron, dn diffusion constant of electron, dou n by dou x rate of charge carriers electrons, rate of change of electrons per distance x. Okay, dou n by dou x right here, right. So n here is electron concentration of electrons per centimeter cube. Okay, so this is, so Jp diffusion, Jn diffusion, right? Total current due to electrons, Jn, total current density due to electrons is equal to current density of electrons due to drift plus current density due to electrons due to diffusion. So total current density Jn, current density due to electrons Jn equal to Jn drift plus Jn diffusion. Okay, Jn drift here means Q into n into mu n into E. Likewise, Jn diffusion means Q into dn into dou n by dou x. Okay, likewise here, Jp diffusion, sorry, Jp total current density due to holes, equal to Jp drift plus Jp diffusion, right? Jp diffusion, Jp drift means Q into P into mu P into E, and Jp diffusion means this thing minus Q dP dou P by dou X. Okay, so total current density J is equal to total current density due to electrons plus total current density due to holes, means this thing plus this thing. Okay, this thing and this thing, this one and this one. I have to add to get total current density. Okay, so we will get these equations to solve problems. Okay, so let us move on to our next topic, and today's topic is continuity equation. Continuity equation, right? So here continuity equation is a fundamental concept, right? Where we can find continuity equation in various fields. Examples: thermodynamics, electromagnetics, fluid mechanics, and even semiconductors also, right? So all are related to a single concept here, and the concept is conservation of some quantity. Conservation of some quantity here. In electromagnetics, it talks about conservation of energy. That is, energy is neither created nor destroyed, right? So in semiconductors, we talk about charge. Charge is neither created nor destroyed. Okay. So let us take a semiconductor material. Let us take a semiconductor material, and let us suppose the length of the semiconductor material. The length of the semiconductor material is L. L is the length of semiconductor material. Okay. So this is length L. Is the length L. Okay. And suppose it has a cross section area. It has a cross section area of A. So A here is the cross section area of a semiconductor. Since I'm taking it as a cube, okay, the cross section area doesn't differ throughout a semiconductor. Means if I cut the semiconductor at this place, then also the cross section area is A. If I cut the semiconductor at this place, then also the cross section area is A. Okay, so the cross section area is A. I am taking here, and now I am applying some voltage here. Let us suppose, then what will happen? Current will flow in the semiconductor material. Current will flow in the semiconductor material. How current will flow? If charge carriers inside semiconductor move, then only it constitutes electric current. So charge carriers are moving in the semiconductor material. Okay. So I'm taking infinitesimal small part in this semiconductor. Infinitesimal small part, a very small portion of a semiconductor I'm taking, right? So I'm choosing 2 points. This is first point and this is another point. Okay. And the point here I'm telling it as X, and this point I call it X plus delta X. X plus delta X, such that the length from X to X plus delta X means from here to here. Okay, the length from here to here is delta X. Length from here to here is delta X. Okay, what I want to find is this, that I want to find number of electrons increasing with respect to time in this small box. Okay, so in this small box, okay, let us show me the, so let us show you the small box here. So this is my box, okay, third portion, the cubical portion. Okay, the cubical portion. This is the cubical portion. Okay, so in this small box, this is an infinitesimal small box, Monday. Okay, so you can see here it is a very big box in a circle. It is diagram, but for the purpose of understanding, I have drawn like this. Okay, so this is the infinitesimal small box, right? in this small box, I want to measure, in this small box, I want to measure number of electrons accumulating or number of electrons flowing. Okay, number of electrons increasing in this box with respect to time. Means, in మీకు చెప్పానండి, here I am applying some external energy. Let us suppose I am applying some voltage here, so that charge carriers will move. Okay, of course, I don't show whether which one is positive or which one is negative. Okay, so I'm applying some voltage here. That's it. Voltage here. That's it. Right. So now the electrons will move here in this box. Right. The electrons will move here inside the box. So what I want to know is number of electrons increasing with respect to time in this box. With respect to time in this box, I want to know. Okay, right? So I'm clearing all the contents. Now let us suppose the electrons are moving here. Okay, or electrons. Okay, okay. If I give positive supply here and negative here, what will happen? The electrons will move like this. The electrons will move like this, right? So now current is opposite direction of flow of electrons. This is the current direction. This is the direction of current, let us suppose. Okay, electrons are moving like this, and direction of current is opposite to the flow of electrons. Okay, is it clear for you? Right. So at point X, current is entering. Current is entering. I call it I of X. Okay, the current is entering here. Since the current is due to electrons, I call it In of X. Okay, at point X, the current is entering into the box. At point X plus delta X, current is leaving outside the box. Current is leaving outside the box. I call it I X plus I of X plus delta X. And the current is due to electrons కాబట్టి I call it In of X plus delta X. In of X plus delta X. Okay, the cross section of this semiconductor material is A, right? And the distance from L to L, distance X to X plus delta X is delta X is the length from this point to this point, means infinitesimal small pillbox in the semiconductor. So this phase also, it will become A. Cross section area of this plate is also will become A here through the semiconductor. So then what is the volume of the small box? What is the volume of the small box? A into delta X is the volume of small box. Okay, volume equal to length into area. Length, breadth, height. Breadth into height equal to A, area into length. I will get volume here. So A delta X is the volume. A delta X. A delta X is the volume of the semiconductor material, volume of the pillbox here. Volume of the pillbox here. Now I want to know number of electrons increasing in the box. So let us suppose dou n by dou t means what? Rate of change of electrons with respect to time. If I write like this, then this du n by dt is equal to total number of electrons in this semiconductor material, total semiconductor material. Okay, I don't want to write equation for total semiconductor material. Just I want to write equation for number of electrons increasing in this pillbox only. In this pillbox only, not for entire semiconductor. I want to write in this pillbox only. Okay, then what will happen? Dou n by dou t is the total number of electrons increasing with respect to time. Okay, and if I multiply dou n by, if I multiply dou n by dou t with A into delta x, means volume here, then I will get number of electrons increasing in the pillbox. Okay, number of electrons increasing in pillbox. Okay, so this give me number of electrons increasing in pillbox, or simply in this pill. Okay, right, in this pill, right, number of electrons increasing in this pill, right? So, and this must be equal to, so I want to write number of electrons increasing in the pill, so I want to write it. When it will increase? When it will increase means if inflow of electrons is high and outflow of electrons is low, then only electrons in this pillbox will increase. Electrons in this pillboxes will increase. Okay, I want to write not in terms of current, but I want to write in terms of current density. Okay, so let us suppose Jn is the current density entering into pillbox at x, and Jn of x plus delta x is the current density which is leaving the pillbox at x plus delta x, Okay, I have here current density. I am not talking about electrons, not current or current density. What I am talking, ఇక్కడ ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నానండి, ఇందులో ఈ పిల్ బాక్స్ లో ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతున్నాయి అని చెప్తున్నాను కదా, అది ఎంత అంటున్నాను. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఇన్ పిల్ బాక్స్ నాకు కావాలి. అంటే ఇందులో ఉన్న చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను తప్పించి ఆ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి వచ్చే కరెంట్ వల్ల, ఆ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ వల్ల వచ్చే కరెంట్ డెన్సిటీలో నేను మాట్లాడలేదండి. జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, దట్స్ ఇట్. నాట్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్ ఆర్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్ డెన్సిటీ, amount of current density. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ నాకు ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎన్ని పెరుగుతున్నాయి కావాలన్నమాట. అప్పుడు నాకు ఏం కావాలి అంటే ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎన్ని ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాయో కావాలి, ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎన్ని లీవ్ అవుతున్నాయో కావాలి. ఓకేనండి, ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎన్ని ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాయో కావాలి, అలాగే ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎన్ని లీవ్ అవుతున్నాయో కావాలి. సో ఐ నీడ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ which are entering into pill box and electrons which are leaving the pill box. Okay, so this I want to get information, but not current or current density. So I am clearing unwanted drawings here. So just I want to know current, not current density. Okay, or electron, or just I want to know electrons, number of electrons increasing in the pill box, not current or current density. Okay, so I have current density here. Jn is the current density entering into pill box, and Jn of x plus delta x is the current density leaving the pill box. I want current, not current density. So what I will do is current density J equal to current per unit area. Okay, current per unit area, right? So what is current? Number of electrons, amount of charge means Ne, amount of charge flowing per unit time is called current. Amount of charge flowing per unit time is called charge. So amount of charge kavalante I have to multiply number of charge carriers with charge of that each carrier. So Ne by T by A is the cross section area here, I by A, I means Ne by T by A. Then amount of charge per unit time I am talking. Amount of charge per unit time. Unit time means generally 1 second. Okay, 1 second. So it will become Ne by A. Ne by A. So J equal to, it will become N E by A, right? What I want now? What I want to know? Number of electrons I need to know. I want to know number of electrons entering into the pillbox and number of electrons leaving the pillbox. If I know that, then I will say, then I can assess number of electrons inside the pillbox. So I need number of electrons n కావాలి నాకు. So it will become, so if I want n, then n equal to okay, n equal to j into a, by e. E here is charge. Okay. Let us suppose for a simplification purpose, I will write here q. Okay, q is the charge. Okay, I will write here q. In order to remove some doubts for you. I will write here q. Okay, q is the charge. So if I write q, then q may be electron or hole. If it is electron, q becomes e. If it is hole, q becomes p. Okay, so n into q charge, okay, n into q by a. So n equal to, ante number of charge carriers equal to j into a by q. This I will get now. So here number of electrons in the pill I need to know. Okay, I want to know number of electrons in this pill box, right? So it is equal to number of electrons entering into pill box minus number of electrons leaving the pill box. Okay, so it is equal to number of, it will equal to number of electrons entering minus number of electrons leaving. So number of electrons entering minus number of electrons leaving, right? Number of electrons entering కావాలి నాకు, అంటే ఇక్కడ నాకు ఎన్ని ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాయో కావాలండి. I need number of electrons entering into pill box, ఇది కావాలి నాకు. ఓకే, సో number of electrons entering ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? J into A by Q. Number of electrons ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? J into A by Q. అదే ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నాను. So J here is current density. So I want number of electrons entering at point X. At point X, what is current density? Jn of X. So Jn of X is the amount of current density here, multiplied by area by Q. This term gives me number of electrons entering. This term gives me number of electrons entering into pillbox. Okay, so గమనించండమ్మా, ఇది x కాదు, into. Okay, I will put a dot here. I'll put a dot here. Right? So Jn of X into A by Q. Okay, this is the current density entering, right? Minus leaving current. What is the leaving current? Number of electrons leaving. I need to know. Means here, number of electrons leaving I want to know. Again, number of electrons leaving is equal to J into A by Q. So number of electrons leaving at what point I want? At point X plus delta X. Then what is the current density at X plus delta X? Jn of X plus delta X. So minus Jn of Jn of x plus delta x, x plus delta x into area, right? Into area, into area by q, by q charge, right? So then I will get information about number of electrons entering minus number of electrons leaving gives me number of electrons inside the pillbox. ఓకే, అయితే ఇక్కడ చూసుకోవాలి, గమనించండి అమ్మా. సో keep in mind that oh, number of electrons leaving is equal to Jn of x plus delta x into A by Q, right? So let us suppose I have a lake here. Okay, I have a lake here. I have a lake here. I want to know water inside the lake. Okay, so what I have to do? This is the inlet for the lake. Means water is entering here into lake and water is leaving out from here. So if I get information about how much water is entering and how much water is leaving, then I can assess how much water is there in the lake. So inlet water minus outlet water gives me amount of water tagging in the lake. ఓకే, సో ఇదే కాకుండా మనకి ఏమవచ్చు అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక వర్షం పడవచ్చు. దిస్ ఇస్ మబ్బు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ ద క్లౌడ్. సో ఇఫ్ రైన్ కమ్స్, then also water will increase inside the lake. So likewise, if I increase temperature, what will happen? See, this total is a semiconductor material. Means it is a silicon having 4 electrons in the outermost orbit, and each electron is making bond with neighboring silicon atoms. Okay, it is making bond with neighboring silicon atoms. Okay, so it is making bonds like this. So if I increase temperature, what will happen? Some of the bonds will be broken and electron comes outside. Okay, so for example, this totally this is semiconductor material. Right? And now if I increase temperature, what will happen? The electrons will break the bonds and come outside. Then also in this pillbox, there is a chance of increasing electrons. Okay, so electrons are generating here in the pillbox. Okay, so let us suppose Gn is the generation of electrons in the semiconductor. Okay, let Gn is the generation of electrons in the semiconductor, right? So I want to know electrons generating in this pillbox only, not total semiconductor. Then what I have to do? I have to multiply generation of electrons in the pillbox having area A delta x. Okay, so Gn into A delta x gives me electrons generating in the pillbox. So likewise, means here it is raining, means electrons is generating here. So likewise, I have to write here another I have to add another term, generation term, Gn of A delta x. A delta x is the area of a pillbox. Gn is the A delta x. Gn is the generation rate. So generation rate multiplied by volume of the pillbox, small pillbox, gives me generation of electrons in the pillbox. Okay, there is another possibility, like here there is a sun. So what will happen? Due to heat energy supplied by sun, what will happen? Some of the water may evaporate. So the sun here reduces water here. So likewise, when there is a So let us suppose there is a silicon atom having 4 electrons in its outermost orbit. Let us suppose here, I have a silicon atom here inside the pillbox, okay, and I have 4 electrons in its outermost orbit, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will happen? It will make bonds here. It will make bonds here, right? So it is making bond here with neighboring silicon atoms, okay. So it is making bond with neighboring silicon atoms. So what will happen if a bond breaks? If a bond breaks, then silicon atom electron will come outside. If a bond breaks, then silicon atom comes outside. Let us suppose this electron is coming out. This electron is coming out, okay, and I have a vacant space here called hole. I have a vacant space here called hole. Okay, electron comes outside, then I have a vacant space here called hole. Okay, I will take another color to represent hole. So here there is a hole here. Okay, so a free electron, the free electron which are available, the free electron which are available, already available in this free electron, already available in this pillbox may recombine with hole. Means there is one electron here. Okay, this electron comes here and fill this hole. So what will happen? Again, the electron creates a bond with the silicon atom. So what will happen? Electron will recombine. If electron recombines with a hole, I have a lag of one electron. So మనకి electrons తగ్గిపోతాయి మనకి. So if recombination rate increases, then electrons in this pillbox will fall down. Number of electrons in this pillbox will fall down. So recombination rate means decrement in free electrons. So what will happen here? So let us suppose Rn is the recombination rate. Rn is the recombination rate of electrons, right? Now I want to find recombination rate of electrons only in this pillbox. Only in this pillbox, not a total semiconductor material. So I want to know recombination rate in this pillbox only, not total semiconductor material. So what I will do, I will multiply Rn with the dimensions of small pillbox A delta X. So Rn into A delta X. Okay. So this is my total equation. Where Jn into X, Jn of X into A by Q is the number of electrons entering into pillbox. This is number of electrons leaving the pillbox, and this is generation of charge carriers, means generation of electrons inside pillbox, and this is recombination rate of charge carriers inside pillbox. Okay, inside pillbox. And now I have to write continuity equation for electrons and holes. So first, let us suppose I'm writing here continuity equation for electrons. So the charge of electron is negative. So I'll write here minus. I will place it minus here. Okay. So this is the number of electrons entering into pillbox now. This is the number of electrons leaving the pillbox now. And Gn of A delta x is the generation rate of charge carriers inside pillbox, and Rn into A delta x is the recombination rate of charge carriers inside the pillbox. Okay. So if I want to write this equation for holes, then what I have to do? I would replace Jn with Jp, constitute two holes, Jn with Jp, and Q becomes plus Q here. Why? Why? Because charge of hole is positive. So if I write here plus, and if I replace N with P, then it will become main continuity equation for hole. Okay. So this is for electrons, right? So this equation is main thing. If you understand this equation, how you will get this equation, then it is very easy to continue the derivation. Okay, I'm erasing now. I'm clearing all the drawings, right? And now this we have written here. Okay, dou n by dou t A delta x is the volume of electrons inside the box, and this term it is number of electrons flowing inside the pillbox at point A, at point X. This is the term which indicates number of electrons leaving the pillbox at point X plus delta X, and this is the generation rate of electrons inside the pillbox, and this is the recombination rate of charge carriers electrons inside the pillbox, right? So now A common this consider A here, A here, A here. Okay, A here, A here, A here, A, it's get cancelled. Delta x, take delta x this side, then I will get here delta x. I will get here delta x. Delta x will get cancelled here. It will get cancelled here, and this is the resultant equation. Dou n by dou t equal to jn of x. Jn of x. Sorry, I don't have A here. 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 Okay. So dou n by dou t equal to Jn of x by minus q into del x minus Jn of x plus delta x by minus q into del x. Okay. Plus Gn minus Rn. So take q outside. Take q as common and take it outside. Then minus of minus, it will become plus. Minus munduku vastundi, and it will become Jn of x by del x plus Gn minus Rn. Okay. So here we have represented current density in terms of space here. Okay. I'm talking about current density in terms of space here. Space means lengthwise anamata. But the electrons will increase with respect to time also. The electrons inside the pillbox, the electrons inside the pillbox will increase with respect to time also. There's another dimension for it. So I will add here T. I will add here a term called T. Okay. Means current density at point x plus delta x increasing with respect to time t also I am adding here. Alage current density at point x with respect to time t I am adding here. Means here we have represented here in this equation, its main equation, we have represented current density in terms of space. It will be also depending upon time as well. So I'm adding here time t. Okay. And now this equation becomes like this. comma T, right? So already I have told you that there is an infinitesimal small volume of pillbox. Infinitesimal small volume of pillbox having length delta x. This is x, this is point x, and this is point x plus delta x. So the length of this pillbox will become x plus delta x minus x minus x. So x get cancelled and x get cancelled, and delta x is the length of this small pillbox. This is small pillbox. Okay. Again, I'm telling you, it's an infinitesimal small pillbox. And it means it is a very small pillbox having delta x nearly equal to 0, I can say. Okay. So I am substituting that thing here. Okay. Let us suppose it is an infinitesimal small pillbox. That's why delta x tends to 0. Delta x tends to 0. Okay. And I have to apply limit also here. Limit delta x tends to 0. I have to add here. Okay, I have to add here also. I have to add here also. I have to add here also. Limit delta x tends to 0. Applying this both sides, here and here. So limit delta x tends to 0, dou n by dou t equal to, if you see it, if you see this is basic equation for general partial differential equation. Is a basic equation for general partial differential equation. So I can write like this. So if you see like this, this is the general partial differential equation. Okay. So I can write this like this, dou jn by dou x. Okay, basic equation, right? Plus gn minus rn. So this is the continuity equation for electrons, right? Similarly, for holes, I'll get like this. How I will get this means, in this equation, replace n with p, current density due to holes, rate of change of holes with respect to time, okay, equal to jp, current density due to holes, jp of x plus delta x, current density due to holes, and I have to replace minus q with plus q because for holes, charge of hole is a positive. Okay, so if I solve this, similarly in by the steps, I will get current density due to holes like this. This is the current density due to holes. Okay, and now so we have proven that Jn equal to Jn drift plus Jn diffusion. Jn drift plus Jn diffusion. Jn drift means I am simplifying here. I am simplifying and substituting values of Jn and Jp. That's it. Jn means current density due to electrons. Likewise, Jp means current density due to holes. So I have a formula for Jn and Jp. I'm substituting here. That's it. Matter over. So Jn equal to current density due to electrons which are drifting plus current density due to electrons which are diffusing. So Jn equal to Jn drift plus Jn diffusion. So total current density is summation of drift and diffusion currents. This is very important point to note. Okay. So Jn drift becomes Q into N into mu N into E. Likewise, Jn diffusion will becomes Q into Dn into dou N by dou X. Likewise, Jp, current density due to holes equal to current density due to holes which are drifting plus current density due to holes which are diffusing. Okay, so one thing I did a mistake. One thing I did a mistake here. Okay, if you look at this, current density due to holes, it will become negative here. It will become negative here. Okay, it will become negative here, right? QP dou nu p into E minus Q dp dou p by dou x. Okay, this is my JP, total JP. If you recall, See here. See here. For JP, QP mu P into E minus QdP dou P by dou X. Means here it is minus for holes and plus for electrons. I did a mistake here. Okay. It is a minus, not positive. For holes it is negative and for electrons it is positive. Right? So if we substitute Jn here in this place, if I substitute Jn here in this place, I will get dou m by dou t equal to 1 by q dou by dou x of, in the place of Jn, I'm writing this equation. Plus Jn minus Rn. So dou n by dou t equal to dou by dou x. Q gets cancelled here. So n into mu n into E plus dn into dou n by dou x. Right? Plus Gn minus Rn. Plus Gn minus Rn. This is okay. And now dou n by dou t equal to dou by dou x. Here n and E are variables. Okay, mu n is the mobility of electrons, which is a constant, right? So n, number of electrons may increase or decrease with respect to time or distance. E, electric field, also it may vary. So uv, u dash into v plus v into u dash, that I am writing here. N into mu n dou E by dou x, n into mu n dou E by dou x plus n into dou n by dou x mu n into E, dou n by dou x mu n into E. Okay, so I am doing partial differentiation here. Plus dn dou by dou x of dou n by dou x, means dn into dou n square by dou square n by dou x square, dou square n by dou x square. Okay, I'm multiplying this, right? So UV formula here and I'm multiplying here. So I will get this. Okay, so this is the continuity equation for electrons. Similarly for holes, I'll get like this. Okay, I have to replace n with minus p, mu n with mu p, minus. Why will get minus here? Means here in this equation, minus q becomes plus here. It will become plus. So this term will get minus. This term is plus for holes. So if we simplify, you will get like this. Okay. So this is the continuity equation for holes. Right? So this is all for today's class. And tomorrow we'll start Hall effect. Okay. Such that first part of first unit will be over by tomorrow. Okay. So this is all for today. See you in next class.